2, mic check. Alright. Glands. The ebb and flow of all things regulatory in the human body. The endocrine system, to be blunt, is the system of glands within you that move just about everything in your body. The most important glands in your body are the pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, adrenal, and pineal glands. There are many different moving parts to each gland, so I wouldn't be able to fit them all into a 5-minute video if I went into detail. So I'm just going to give you the most absolute, basic main function of each individual gland.
Actually, it's just basic chemistry, but...
We'll start with the pituitary gland and its relation to the hypothalamus, the gland that regulates the pituitary and produces all the hormones released by it. The pituitary itself consists of an anterior lobe, a posterior lobe, and the stalk, which is the part that connects it and the hypothalamus.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
The anterior lobe makes out about 80% of the pituitary and, according to baroneuro.org in the National Library of Medicine, regulates the growth of the human body, our metabolism, human reproductive organs, and our reaction to stress through 6 different hormones. The posterior pituitary releases 2 hormones which regulate the fluids and electrolytes in your system. Not drinking enough water or bleeding will cause the posterior pituitary to release hormones known as ADHs, or antidiuretic hormones, which causes your kidneys to go through and refilter/reabsorb water to stay hydrated. This also makes your urine more concentrated, however, darkening its color and polluting your bloodstream with solutes, which are potassium and sodium. Too much water will produce a disorder known as diabetes insipidus, which will cause you to urinate too much and dehydrate yourself while also flushing out the previously discussed potassium and sodium, in which a lack of can induce nausea, vomiting, dizziness, comas, and death. The reason for this is because sodium in the human body is needed for contracting, relaxing muscles, and nervous impulses. You can see why a lack of brain function would be a problem. A disease connected to this extremely important gland is called acromegaly, which is caused by the pituitary releasing too many growth hormones. Acromegaly can lead to heart and blood vessel diseases and complications due to growing faster than your body can handle. Now that we've spent a couple minutes on the most important gland, let's skim through the less important ones. We'll have less information on these.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Thyroid.
Exciting!
The thyroid gland, located just below the Adam's apple, is made up of 2 lobes connected by a tissue called the isthmus, and produces 2 main hormones directed straight towards your metabolism. Too much of this hormone can cause an increased heart rate and more frequent use of the bathroom due to acceleration in the liver. This is called hyperthyroid. Parathyroid glands sit behind the regular thyroid glands and secrete another 2 hormones that regulate calcium absorption and introduction into the bloodstream. Adrenal glands, or suprarenal glands, are 2 glands that sit on top of either kidney and regulate steroid hormone. The pineal gland. This is the last gland I'll be showing you. The pineal gland is an organ in the back center-ish part of your brain that secretes melatonin created with serotonin. I'll let this guy do the rest of the explaining because I'm tired.
Melatonin secretion is regulated by signals from the retina about light in the environment, which travel to a nucleus in the hypothalamus called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, and then via an indirect route to the pineal gland. The main function of the suprachiasmatic nucleus is to control circadian rhythms, and in addition to sending information about ambient lighting to the pineal gland, the suprachiasmatic nucleus also uses levels of melatonin as a signal to provide information about the time of day.
Melatonin also defends brain neurons from neuron degeneration, a condition that can cause neurological disorders like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's.